Rightio. Well, we've got this little stag this morning. Nice little handlebar boy. Here we go, I'm going to show you how this deer lift hoist works. I'll find the remote control in the pocket somewhere. And hold both buttons down until the red light comes on. There we go, red light's on. Now we start picking him up. Put that in the middle. Rightio, now you know why I put this rope on the front here. That was to stop his head swinging around. So otherwise his head would be hanging down here, just keeps it out of the way. Now he's ready to gut. He's going to be easy to gut this way. That's the reason I picked him up by his front legs. It's nice and muddy from coming out of this water hole behind us. So he's got the front legs up here, make it much easier when I drop the guts out, he wants to fall out. If I go the other way around, lift him by the back legs, when I gut him, the brisket here gets in the way, and you need to split the brisket first. It's a little bit easier to do it this way. So now he's up here hanging, he's going to be quite easy to work on. Got the magnet here with our knives attached on the side, so knives are here ready to go, out the way. Pull the sleeves up and get him ready. Now he's up here, like I said, this is the reason I've got him hung this way. He's nice and muddy for walking across the back of that lagoon. But it's much easier to gut this way, so I can get up in the brisket here. Get a little hole in there. Just a little bit. Just that little bit there, just get inside the cavity. There I am, I'm in the cavity now. So, just nick down his brisket, just break under the skin, just actually into the cavity there. Just enough that now I can get this knife and put it in here. Swap hands, and then I can just unzip him like that. Rightio. That's me X. No, that's me entrance here. Just a little bit low on this side. I actually went to shoot him here in the middle of the shoulder, and he just took a little step as I went to shoot him to try and step up a little bank over there. There we go. He's actually full of plums. See if I walk over to the camera. You can see he's been eating all these little plums. Eating on the plum tree. So part of the joys of him hanging here is we can deal with him better. We don't need his tail anymore. So move his tail. Now I should have done this before I lifted him up. I should have actually arsehole him. That was me just a little too eager to get him up on the lift. I should have cut round the arsehole to help pull the intestines from the inside out. Good condition, very fatty in here. Nice and fatty. Because I've got his head hang up like this, if I lower him benefit of the electric winch, that one. You know how to lift him and lower him. Got his head hung here. The best thing to do when I'm trying to get rid of him out whole is if I put a hole in here. Slice down his throat. It's only if you're removing deer whole from the bush, or as this case from the edge of the paddock. As you can see, I've cut from just under the chin all the way down, top of the sternum here, top of the chest, into the chest cavity there. And that's what we want. So now that I've cut that, slide that up there, you can pull out his esophagus and his trachea. Cut around him. Because I can lower this hoist down where I can actually work on him at my height. Because believe it or not, I'm not 6'4", so I can't stand up and do it. Now I've just cut that down his esophagus and trachea there, all the way down, circled it around here. Now we can lift him back up. Wait a minute. Knife on the magnet. Stay there out the way. Now he's in there, locked in, he's not swinging around. And now that I've gone and done that, if I put my hands up in here, I just cut the side of his diaphragm like that, so I can get my hands up in here. The idea is I can get up there and I can pull it down. Just a little bit hanging on. Pull that esophagus right through. Come through there. Drop my knife. The esophagus is all the way through. And then we get out all the heart, lungs. Getting a lung damage. Heart's in good condition. Lungs damaged, but comes out with the esophagus all in there. Now if we're going to hang him in the core room and leave him whole like that, we've taken that whole tract out of there. Being they're a cleft-footed ruminant, they regurgitate their food, so this trachea is actually is full of actual food that he's regurgitated and eating. So we don't need that in there. We don't need him actually having that lined with grass and acid that he's regurgitating through in his cut, so we can get that out. And he'll hang and age better with that missing in there. So having him on a winch being able to lift him up now make that a lot easier. And while he's here, I'll prepare his back legs and then we'll swing him around, fix his head up, take his front hocks off and get him ready to put on the back of the car. Cut slits in ready for his back leg, put the Gambrel in there. Cut the hook, if I got the right spot, it should pop. And what we do is basically look what we think would be the middle of the knee and come about 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres towards his toe. That's the spot we want to cut. Cut the whole way around. Hack, and then if you've got the right spot, off it pops. Give it a chiropractor's twist. And there's how I remove that hook. And now we've got him like that. He's almost perfect carcass, ready to be taken home, put in the core room. We'll just swing him around, lift up the back legs, take off the front hocks, take his head off, and slide him onto the tray. Now he's down here. undo that off, take this telecom rope off him. Mr. Gambrel. Telecom ropes off in there. Hook around here. And there. And there. Hook the hook back on. As you've seen, I was just using the button that comes attached on there, but I can also use the remote. So we do, he's got to put both buttons right here till that red light comes on, and that's good to go. Alright, he's up top there. Self a knife. This last little bit here. Same process with the front legs. Pick the middle, 1 inch towards his hook. As I grab here, I'm pulling that so the sock opens up. I'm not holding it loosely where the skin wants to stay. I'm trying to pull the skin back to make it a little more open. Nope, that didn't hold. Now the front ones we actually hyper extend the other way. So the back legs you crack backwards, the front legs you crack forward. You hyper extend it. Now we're about to find out, sometimes I'll leave the hocks on and do this last on the car. Sometimes it gives you a bit more leverage to help swing around and move it. But I've already committed to it now, so. Over there. You see, if I gutted in this way, I would have had to split this brisket. You would have to split this whole brisket down, and you can't do that with a knife. In the field it's a bit harder. If you've got yourself a bone saw, you can split it open, just so when you gut it, the guts have somewhere to roll out, and they come out there. It's nice, it's all pretty clean in here. A couple little, slight little sections we get rid of. One of the big benefits of being able to lift them up is you can actually get in and work in the cavity a lot better and clean them up, neat them up, get them ready to go in the cool room. We'll just remove his head. So it's a good spot actually to keep him here too if it was a stag. We've got to keep him out quite simple here if we wanted to keep him. See, he's actually not in the greatest condition. He's cake coming and he's shedding a bit. Nice getting a bit blunt from cutting them hocks. This is the only time I ever want to cut through the skin, is to remove them hocks. The rest of the time, avoid cutting through the fur. Cut from underneath like I am here. It's a bit like running it over sandpaper, run it through that skin. I should have just been smart and grabbed the sharp knife, but I didn't. We don't have to go to the exact last vertebrae, it's just better if you do. I've got it in there close, I should be able to give my little neck realignment. And there you go. Now he's all ready to go on the ute. This is a carcass. And we've got our pivot point here. Swing around. We can use the lever so we can get our handle. Swing it round. I'd like to go around the end of the tray if I can help it. Come on. And there you go, I've put a full-grown Sambar stag on the back of the car by myself. Not like it's a low tray either. Push you into the corner a bit more. Shove on. And there he is. All hooked on, back of the tray, all on our own. That's the joys of having your own personal mobile winch out here in the bush. Took him from being here on the ground, lift him up to gut him and clean him easier, process him, and then put him on the back of the car all by yourself. Now you'll notice there's a light on here, so if you're doing it late afternoon or even if you're collecting the meat out all the night, at least you can put the light on and see what you're doing. That was my plan, was to do this in late afternoon just so I could avoid all these dunny budgies that are flying around, but he was silly enough to hang out in the morning, so morning time it become. But he's all good, we can shut the tray up now and I can get him back home and throw him in the cool room. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Happy hunting everybody.